Hey there everybody, Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of Top 10 Songs. Today, by popular demand, another band that's been asked for so many times, hear from you viewers, the glorious British band Sweet, or The Sweet. I like just calling them Sweet. I'm not into the whole The Sweet thing. A great band that kind of bridged the gap between, early in their career they did the whole kind of like pop, bubblegum type of thing. All right, and then they were at their core a hard rock band, okay, a heavy rock band, at times almost approaching metal, but they also had those glammy tendencies, right? So, you can call them a glam band, you can call them a heavy rock band, whatever. They did pop too, they did kind of all of it well, mixed it all together, very British sounding, but so many great songs. Early in their career, they had a lot of their songs were written for them, which was really interesting because a lot of the tunes that were written for them were very poppy tunes, okay, very in that kind of whole bubblegum pop style. And then they would, they released a lot of singles. They put out a lot of singles from the Sweet back in the early days. And the B-sides to all those singles were usually the tunes that the band wrote themselves and completely different. You got all these kind of saccharine pop tunes as the singles, and then these blistering proto metal songs, glam songs as the B-sides, which were in most cases infinitely better than the tunes that were written for them. Although some really great songs though that were written for them early on. But I'm going to run through my top 10 favorite songs, and then I've got a wealth of honorable mentions from across most of their albums. So let's jump right into it. Coming in at number 10, I have to do this every now and then because it's just, I finalize my list and I come across a song that I love so much and I'm like, there's no way I can leave this tune out, right? So I'm going to pull another mulligan today. I'm going to have a tie at number 10, all right? Two great B-sides, okay? The Man from Mecca, which is a killer tune, okay? And Burning, another killer tune. Again, these are early B-sides from their career, and I can only just imagine that, to be and maybe we have some folks who watch the show who were actually, maybe kids, young music fans at the time when Sweet were first coming out, and they were releasing all these singles, and you buy the single and you hear, Wig Wham Bam and Little Willie and all this kind of stuff, the really kind of poppy stuff, and then on the B-side you got these bone-crunchingly heavy tunes with just killer guitar work and great vocals and just amazing. And that's what Sweet did. Their original material was so much heavier than the stuff that was being written for them. And those are two great examples. Man from Mecca and Burning, great tunes. Again, so heavy for their time. Coming in at number 9 from the Give Us a Wink album, Cockroach. That Give Us a Wink album is pretty damn heavy. Probably their heaviest album. I think Off the Record's pretty damn heavy too, and Desolation Boulevard's got some heavy tunes, and Sweet Fanny Adams has some heavy tunes too, right? There's actually pretty heavy material on all those albums, but Cockroach, such a great tune, a lot of great riffs on that song. Coming in at number 8, another B-side. If you don't go down on me, someone else will. Someone else will. Another killer heavy tune, really heavy song. And the lyric always kills me, right? It comes in at number 8. Next up, number 7 from Desolation Boulevard, Breakdown. Heavy stuff. Great groove on that. Great drumming. Man, these guys were very talented players. Really talented players. Coming in at number 6 from Off the Record. Off the Record is a very underrated album. And I remember when I first saw that LP in the record shops, and this was, numerous years after they had actually released it, because I didn't get that till probably the early 80s. I remember seeing that. I had never listened to Sweet before, and I remember seeing that album cover, and it's like, we used to do this back in the days. I saw that album cover, and I was like, I love that. I got to get that. And I bought it just based on the album cover. It's just so cool, the giant needle on the LP. Very, very cool. Anyway, number 6, Windy City from Off the Record. Another blisteringly heavy tune. I mean, that guitar tone on a lot of these songs, just killer. Number 5, back to Give Us a Wink. Everybody wants a piece of the action. A fun tune. That's one of their kind of real fun, up-tempo, hard rock party tunes, right? Action. Great. Action. Action. What else? Number 4. Back to Sweet Fanny Adams. Sweet F.A. Gotta have Sweet F.A. on here. Heavy song. It's just amazing like how all of these tunes I'm mentioning are just so heavy, and Sweet don't get enough mention when you talk about like the really heavy bands from that time period. I think because they had that kind of glam look, and that had a lot of those kind of more poppy singles. I think a lot of people forget just how fucking heavy Sweet were in their prime. All right, so Sweet F.A., and that's a heavy one, man. Those, I mean, the riffs in that tune are just fantastic. So that comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, from Level Headed, pretty underrated album also. A big single for the band that I always loved. Again, this is one of their more popular tunes that I really dig a lot. But it's such it's just an awesomely crafted song. It's got the pop hooks in there, the multi-layered vocal approach, which I haven't mentioned yet, but I think Sweet, whether they were influenced by Queen or vice versa, I don't know, but they were excellent at doing these layered vocal harmonies, which were just awesome, okay? And they used it perfectly on Love Is Like Oxygen, all right? And then, the great vocals come in. It's catchy as all hell. I like the long version of the song as opposed to the trimmed down single. Got to have the whole fucking song on there, right? So that's from Level Headed. You hear a little, like, it's like, you had Queen and Sweet and 10cc all doing these kind of really interesting things with vocals, I think. Just really, really awesome. All right, my top 2 probably won't be a surprise to any of you. Coming in at number 2, back to Sweet Fanny Adams, the gloriously heavy and galloping Set Me Free. I mean, that's like a power metal anthem or a speed metal anthem before we even knew what the hell those two things were. All right? Again, got to give this band so much credit because they were doing stuff unheard of back in the day that influenced so many bands. Okay? And of course, that tune has been covered by so many, heavy metal bands over the years. It's crazy. And then coming in at number 1, again, another fantastic mix of pop hooks and hard rock thunder. It's so catchy. It's so fun. It's Fox on the Run from Desolation Boulevard. What an anthem that is, right? Doesn't get much better than that. So there you have my top 10. Well, there's 11 in there. My top 10, including a draw or a tie at number 10, so 11 tunes. Let's go back for some honorable mentions. I got a lot of them, all right? All right, so let's go all the way back to Funny How Sweet Coco Can Be, their debut full-length album. Again, a lot of kind of poppy tunes on here, but some fun stuff. Chop Chop is cool. Their cover of Reflections is very well done. Honeysuckle Love is cool, kind of a bluesy boogie number. Santa Monica Sunshine, that's cool. Spotlight is good. Done Me Wrong, All Right, I dig a lot. Might be one of my favorite tunes off that album. Then you got, and most of these, with these honorable mentions for the albums, I'm going to also mention a lot of the singles that were released right around the same time. So here, we got Alexander Graham Bell. Say what you want about it, but Little Willie is a fun tune. I always dug Little Willie. Wig Wham Bam too. It's cool. Both of those are really cool tunes. Kind of similar, but fun. New York Connection. That's a great tune. From Sweet Fanny Adams, how about Heartbreak Today? How about No You Don't? That sits just outside my top 10. Of course, Pat Benatar did a very cool cover of that, which is also excellent. Rebel Rouser, kick-ass tune. Restless, Into the Night. Into the Night is killer. Ballroom Blitz. I'm not as enamored with Ballroom Blitz as a lot of people seem to be. I dig it. It's a cool song. I think they've done better, okay? But it is good, very notable. Again, a song that's been covered by many artists. Teenage Rampage, another highlight from that album. I dig that a lot. Burn on the Flame. Own Up, Take a Look at Yourself. Okay, we got some B-sides and things, singles here. Need a Lot of Lovin'. Hellraiser. Hellraiser's a lot of fun. Rock and Roll Disgrace. A lot of great tunes from this band. From Desolation Boulevard, the 16s, okay? Written by that duo, I forget their names, Campbell and whatever, who wrote a lot of their early pop hits. That's actually probably one of the better written tunes from them. Really, really memorable song. I Want to Be Committed, great tune. Turn It Down. The Heavy Medusa. I love Medusa. That's another tune that sits just outside my top 10. The really kind of atmospheric yet soaring Lady Starlight. You get The Man with the Golden Arm, which is a kind of a cool heavy rock tune, but the majority of it's like a drum solo. All right, but still a pretty cool tune. And Solid Gold Brass. I dig quite a bit. From Give Us a Wink, The Lies in Your Eyes. Keep It In. Rockin'. 4th of July, another cool tune. Yesterday's Rain, White Mice, and Miss Demeter. Okay, again, we got stuff from the album and singles and B-sides and things. All right, from Off the Record, Live for Today, another great tune. Lost Angels, all right. Off the Record's pretty damn heavy. Got, again, crunchy guitar sounds on that album. Fever Love, Midnight to Daylight, She Gimme Lovin'. That's a great tune. One of my favorites from that era. Hard Times. Hard Times, also excellent. Heavy stuff. From Level Headed, how about the cool kind of proggy Fountain, right? Or Anthem number 1, Lady of the Lake. There's some cool, like kind of like acoustic and progressive tones on that Level Headed album. Silverbird's another one, right? Cover Girl, Show Me the Way. Great stuff. And then how about from Cut Above the Rest, which I think is also another really strong album that doesn't get a lot of mention. Play All Night. That's like classic Sweet there, you know, even though we got, you know, some changes in the lineup and things like that. The 80s are about set to happen, but Play All Night's a classic sounding Sweet tune. Disco Phony, kind of putting down the whole disco movement. Mother Earth just missed my top 10. That actually was in my initial top 10. It got booted, but Mother Earth is really, really cool. Epic sounding piece. Again, a lot of prog flavors coming through in some of the band's later material. What else we got here? Hold Me and Stay With Me. Great tunes. From Water's Edge, now we're moving into the early 80s. The last 2 releases from the band. Water's Edge, very underrated album. I think Water's Edge is actually pretty damn strong. Again, the lineup's considerably getting smaller. Getting in the Mood for Love, Tell the Truth, Own Up, Too Much Talking, At Midnight, the title track Water's Edge, and Tall Girls. All really strong, enjoyable tunes. And then from Identity Crisis, which was the last, I guess, official album before the complete breakup. I know they've released other studio albums in more recent times, like since the 90s, with the name Sweet. I have a few of those. I think Angel Air Records released all those. I'm not going to kind of dip into those today, but because there's just too many. But Identity Crisis, not a very good album. It's okay. The title track is pretty cool. And Hey Mama is good. The rest of it's okay. All right, nothing spectacular. So there you have a load of honorable mentions. Let's recap my top 10. Coming in at number 1, Fox on the Run. Number 2, Set Me Free. Number 3, Love Is Like Oxygen. Number 4, Sweet F.A. Number 5, Action. Number 6, Windy City. Number 7, Breakdown. Number 8, Someone Else Will. Okay. Number 9, Cockroach. And number 10, we've got a tie, The Man from Mecca, tied with Burning. There you have some really kick-ass Sweet songs that are my favorites, and a lot of other really cool stuff as well. So I hope you dug that. Visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. Visit us here on Facebook, or visit us here on YouTube. No, this is on Facebook, and then of course, come back here to YouTube. You're already on YouTube. What am I talking about? It's early, guys. Sorry. And we're also on Twitter as well. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully you dug this little kind of trip down memory lane with the glorious Sweet. Hopefully it'll prompt you to go out and pull out your Sweet albums and listen to them once again. Or if you haven't ever listened to Sweet, there's a good starter for you, right? Check out some of those tunes in my top 10 and go listen to the albums, because the albums, most of them are really, really good. So we'll see you real soon. We got some new product showcases coming up later today. A lot of new stuff to talk about, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning with another classic album war, right? So be good. We'll see you real soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.